my version of it, and actually it has packed down some because when it is so big when it's extended, it's so big that when I get in the car it packs. So it's packed. It's pretty packed right now. And while I'm at it, outfit of the day, why not? I just got on a white sweater and my olive pirate boots. There they are. And the skirt matches the boots. I totally am flashing y'all right now, but this so you'll see the skirt without me having to stand up and do a full body shot. I've always had more male friends than female friends, and the female friends you would see have some masculine qualities, which is not masculine qualities. They're just secure and comfortable with themselves, and they don't have to front or be phony, or they're not so cutesy that they can't be real. You know, they can carry themselves in an upscale situation, a top shelf environment, as well as, you know, amongst hood rats. So my people have balance, which people, you know, just don't have. They gotta go too far one extreme or the other. But anywho, yeah, I was just thinking about that, and I was thinking about some of my guy friends and the stories that they were telling me about the first time they told their dad no. And again, I have people who have experienced real parenting. I mean, I know most people don't know what that is, but real parenting. And with real parenting, you know, we had the kind of dads where you don't tell your dad no, you know. So I was a special child. I was a very special young child, though. I was a very good girl, and yet I didn't really buckle to peer pressure. Didn't really care much about what other people thought. I danced to the beat of my own drum, so to speak. But anywho, yeah, I remember some of the stories that I was told, and some of the stories I was told was like, one guy told me the first time he ever told his dad no was for cod liver oil. That's old school. Like some people's parents, mine didn't, but I know, but people my age, I know, had parents who made them take cod liver oil regularly, you know, for a supplement, health supplement, and or either just for, I guess I use it for laxative as well, but my best knowledge for its use is for a mineral supplement, a vitamin supplement. So anyway, he said that was the first time when he got older and old enough to get up the gumption and the guts to tell his dad no. He told his dad no about some cod liver, and he was ready to fight and or die behind not having to take cod liver. People are, brothers and sisters, are that serious about hating cod liver oil. So anywho, yeah, he told me that story when he found out that that I took a teaspoon a day. My incident was I was a little girl. Well, I wasn't that little. I was in, I guess, junior high. And, not I guess, I was in junior high. And there was a teacher whom, she wasn't a good teacher. She was not a good teacher. And even children can assess, you know, when you just, not just when you hating on the teacher because she's a teacher, but she's not a good teacher. She wasn't. And I did well in her class, but that doesn't remove the fact that she was not a good teacher. So there was a letter that, and we were in magnet classes, and there were, you know, called magnet in some places, international baccalaureate in some places. As I went to high school, there were the name, you know, graduated to international baccalaureate, but whatever. It's supposed to be like gifted students or whatever. So we were in the class, and there was a letter that a classmate of mine wrote. And the letter basically details how poor a teacher she was. It wasn't profane, it wasn't disrespectful, but I'm sure it was insulting to someone who thinks they're doing a good job, particularly since they have the position as teacher. You know, how are you going to tell me I'm not a good teacher? I'm your teacher. So so she wrote this full-page letter, not a paragraph. It was but it wasn't 2 pages. It was a full-page letter. and it basically details, you know, it walked you through how she was a poor teacher, what the assessment was, and how it could be determined and confirmed. She is a terrible teacher. And it basically it's spoken first person, you know, I think this and I whatever. And I only say that so you'll understand what my comment on the letter was. So when the letter got passed to me, on the bottom I put me too. Like, I guess like me too, like that's what I think too. Or that is also my opinion. So, of course the letter gets caught and taken up. And the teacher asks who wrote this letter. So they tell her who wrote the letter. And she goes, well, who wrote this? That was the me too. So that was me, of course. And I didn't do it. I didn't stutter. I wrote, you know, the letter got taken up and taken to the counselor's office. And why did I get called in for the letter? Like a entirely full page letter. And I put 2 words on the bottom of it. And I get sent. I get sent. You know. Like, I didn't write the letter. And I'm saying this to say that the female who wrote the entire full page of the letter did not get called into the office for the letter. It was me. But in retrospect, I see that they respected, they actually gave me, just like my dad did. You know, they gave me because I performed quite often in decision making like an adult. They respected me as an adult. So I think that within her she was offended that this could possibly be true, that she's not a good teacher. Because why would I wouldn't even participate with some just outlandish rebellious act where people were just, you know, going against the grain just because they're, you know, kids and they want to be difficult. So yeah, I got called in for that. So anyway, short story long again, because that's how I do. We get home, and of course my parents find out about it, and I wasn't uncomfortable or I wasn't insecure about it at all. I wasn't, or what I want to say is I wasn't scared. There was no reason to be scared anyway, in general. I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared. So then when my dad asked me about it, he goes, did you write this? The Me Too part. And I said yes. And so, and he asked me why. And I don't remember the exact words. It was a very long time ago. But I basically told him because it's true. Because everything that she incorporated into the letter is true. And that's how, and I put Me Too because I felt the same way. So, he then puts it down that I am to go to school the next day and apologize. Well, you know, I don't mind respecting authority where it's due, you know, particularly if I have in some way disrespected authority. But I didn't disrespect her. I didn't curse her out. I didn't tell her she's, you know, piss poor ass teacher or anything like that. The letter wasn't even written in that context. It just went down a list of qualities that were missing that would be found in a good teacher that she did not have, and nor display, nor show us in a way that we could learn efficiently, effectively, or productively. So, so I looked at my dad and I was like, you know, I don't owe her an apology for that. And I don't. And I think I was still steaming that I got called into the office and I didn't even write the letter. You know, even if, no, it still would have been the same, even if I got called and she got called into the office, because all I wrote was Me Too. And even if I wrote the entire letter, even if I had written the entire letter as she did, if it was me who wrote the entire letter, that's how she felt. She can't write on the letter how she feels. And to be fair, I did try to use my own, I did try to use adult teachings against them because, you know, we were instructed at a certain age. At some point, a lot of people have been told, you know, when you're feeling frustrations, you know, to get it off your chest, write it down on a piece of paper and then throw it away. You know, get it off your chest that way. So I was like, well, you know, you say if you know, feeling full of the heat, write it down, get it out your system, and throw it away. Those days are long gone, because the internet, anything you do or say is etched in video and photo and electronic record for the rest of your life nowadays. But yeah, I told him no, and I did not apologize. I don't remember how the rest of it went, because I know I wasn't just gonna get away with just some no. So, you know, I didn't get my ass whooped, but I think that had to be one of my personal, not victories, because it wasn't a victory I was attempting to win, like, over her, so to speak. It's how I felt. The end. You can't just tell a creative soul that you cannot imprison a creative soul from expressing themselves. Even if it's them getting out on the dance floor, if it's an artist who paints or draws or sketches, if it's a culinary artist, you cannot restrain a creative artist from expressing themselves. It cannot be done. And if you do that, you murdered them. You didn't even just kill them, you murdered them. That was what you did. So yeah, do you guys have, I would like to hear about the first time that they bucked their parents, justifiably. Well, maybe not justifiably, because I did hear a girl tell a story. She bucked her mother somehow. I don't remember the story, but she was in the wrong, and she said her mother whooped her ass. I mean in a fight, like she got a spanking. She got her ass whooped by her mom, and that's parenting. That's parenting. So, when was the time you told that authoritative parent no? And how did that turn out for you? You know, did you get put out of the house? Did you get your ass whooped? Did you get a whooping? Did you get a beat down? Did you end up victorious because you were justified? How'd that work out for you?